What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. I just got done watching the 2020 Coca-Cola 600. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit heated right now. Not only was today's race shitty, but yeah, the race was absolute garbage, but Chase Elliott once again gets screwed out of a win. Fourth time this year he's been screwed, guys. He has a shot to win Vegas, and he has a valve stem break on the car. At freaking Phoenix, he has a loose goddamn wheel. Last week at Darlington, on Wednesday at Darlington, he gets spun by Kyle Busch unintentionally. And then freaking here at Darlington, not Darlington, Charlotte, the Coke 600, wherever the hell we are, he basically has the car to beat at the end of this thing. And then William Byron spins the fuck out. And literally, he literally spins and literally brings the caution out with 2 or 3 laps to go. And Chase is cruising to victory, and he wins it. This is the fourth time that Chase Elliott could have won a race this year, guys. He could have 4 wins. Hendrick Motorsports right now, should, in my honest opinion, should have 5 wins on their plate right now. They could have won every race that Chase won. Vegas, Chaser, Bowman could have won. It's just frustrating because Hendrick Motorsports, and then Jimmy almost won tonight, which, that sucks. Yeah, I'm just frustrated. I'm sick and tired of Chase Elliott getting screwed. Apparently, Hendrick Motorsports is cursed because they can't win a race. It's really frustrating. I'm a little frustrated. But anyway, we had the Coke 600, and as I mentioned, Coke 600 was absolute garbage. Way worse than last year's. Worst race of the year up to this point. We've been due for a bad Coke 600, though. We've been due for a really, really frustrating Coke 600. Let's just go through and talk about everything else besides the Chase Elliott incident, because, again, I am very, very, very frustrated. So before the race even began, Denny Hamlin ran into some trouble at the beginning of the race. Denny Hamlin, the ballast or tungsten off the car, fell out of the race car, and he went down multiple laps, and he really never recovered throughout the night. For those who don't know, his crew chief will probably be, and his car chief and someone else will be suffering a 4-race suspension because if that tungsten hits someone's car, there's a very good chance that it could injure somebody or destroy the car. And Eric Almirola actually did end up hitting it. So that really sucked. So yeah, that ended up happening. Then the second caution race come out for a competition caution. Then the third caution of the race would come out for actually rain. Rain would once again in this race affect the outcome of this race. At this point, Kurt Busch looked like he had the best car up to this point, and then we would be red flagged for about an hour and 10 minutes. Then we go back racing, and we really did a good job of getting this race back going, just saying. We would go back racing, and then coming to the end of stage 1, Clint Bowyer would cut a tire going off of turn number 1, and he hit the outside wall really hard. I was glad to see Clint Bowyer walk out. I think he's looked a little dazed, to be honest with you. But I am glad that Clint Bowyer, in some shape or form, is okay. And I'm glad that we can see Clint Bowyer race next week. And because of that, the stage would end, and Alex Bowman would score the first stage win due to some strategy calls. Alex Bowman had a pretty good car tonight as well. Then we went back racing for quite a bit. Alex Bowman would actually come down, not Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace would come down pit road. He had brake problems. The brakes would go to the floor. They would end up going to garage. They would be out for the end of the day. That was really the only thing that happened up to this point. And then Alex Bowman would go on to win stage 2. Now remember, there were 4 stages in the Coke 600. Usually there are 3 stages in NASCAR races. But for this race in particular, there are 4 stages in this event. We would go back racing for most of the rest of this race. And then the caution lane in this event will come out for Matt Kenseth. Joey Logano wins stage 3. Matt Kenseth would spin with about 50 laps to go. This would change things. Jimmy Johnson was up in front and contending for this lead. And then on the ensuing restart, he just kind of fell off the rocks, basically, up to this point. Then we get Chase Elliott and Brad Keselowski battle for the lead. Chase Elliott had to come back from a speeding penalty, and it doesn't go his way. The caution comes out, but then he gets by Brad Keselowski for the race lead, and he takes off. And then, like I said, the overtime caution comes out for William Byron cutting a tire. Now, there's a decision that comes into play. It comes down between, do you want to pit or you want to stay out? Because tires have not really mattered. Chase Elliott decides, and a couple others like Mark Truex Jr. and Eric Jones all decide to come down pit road. Now, let me just say this. I don't know why they decided to pick, because tires have not mattered in this race. But I guess because Chase Elliott was put in that position, he had to come down pit road, and those guys decided to stay out. I think those guys were going to fake him. They were going to come down pit road. But Chase Elliott did not have a chance to win this race after that, which is a really great shame because he should have won this goddamn race. And it really, really, really sucks. It came down to shootout between Brad Keselowski and Jimmie Johnson. The ensuing restart would be very, very chaotic and would turn into a lot of craziness at the end of this event. Brad Keselowski would hold off a hard-charging Chase Elliott coming to the checker flag. Brad Keselowski wins the first Coke 600 and actually wins Ford's first Coca-Cola 600 since 2002. So congratulations, Brad Keselowski, on the win. Brad, Brad was kind of up in the front most of the night, top 10, but Brad Keselowski gets the Coke 600 victory. Now let's go through the results. So, Brad Keselowski wins the race. Jimmie Johnson gets second. So close. So close to getting the win, man. Second place. He was up front most of the night. He qualified really good. Almost got the pole today. He just can't seem to catch a break to get that win. I think that win's coming for Jimmy. It might win the next race. He was really, really fast. Chase Elliott rebounds to finish third. That's impressive. He was mad and angry, and he comes home with a third place finish. Ryan Blaney gets a top 5 finish. Great run for Ryan Blaney. Kyle Busch gets top 5. Kyle Busch, top 10 car most of the night. Wasn't contending for the lead most of the night, but he got up there on strategy. Had a solid night, top 5. Can't be mad about that. Kevin Harvick, 6th place. Kevin Harvick does not deserve to finish 6th place. He was nowhere up in the front all night. Stewart Haas cars were not that great all night in general. Kevin Harvick never was a contender all night long. Mark Truex Jr. finished 7th. Mark Truex Jr. at the end of this race looked like he had the class of the field. It looked like he was going to go back-to-back in the Coke 600. My pick to win the race. He gets a 7th place finish. He's another guy who just can't seem to catch a break. He's another guy who honestly should have a win at this point. I don't know why he doesn't have a win, but 7th place, can't be mad about that. Kurt Busch gets an 8th place finish. He had a solid, not a great night. He had a solid night, just top 10 run. Good run for Kurt Busch. 9th place goes to Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick had a really good night for a rookie. In this race in particular, getting a 9th place run. Great run for Tyler Reddick, 9th place. This guy continues to get a lot of great finishes. Christopher Bell, another very strong run, gets a top 10, a back-to-back, first top 10 of the year. Christopher Bell, man, congrats on your first top 10 in your NASCAR Cup Series career. Good job on that. Chris Buescher finishes 11th, Eric Jones 12th, Cole Custer 13th, Joey Logano 14th, 15th goes to Austin Dillon, 16th goes to Eric Almirola. John Nemechek with a solid top 20 finish. Really strong runs. Actually, I just want to mention Cole Custer got 13th. I just realized that. Wow, all the rookies got that, contending rookies for the Rookie of the Year, got top 20s. Good job on the rookies. John Nemechek 17th, Matt DiBenedetto finishes 18th, 19th goes to Michael McDowell, Alex Bowman finishes 20th. Because of that now, as mentioned, because of that, Alex Bowman will be starting on the pole for the Wednesday night race. So Alex Bowman has won the pole with Michael McDowell starting in the front row. Oh my God, that's going to be a weird restart. William Byron finishes 21st. 22nd place goes to Ross Chastain. 23rd, Ryan Preece. 24th goes to Corey LaJoie. 25th place goes to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 26th, Ty Dillon. 27th, Matt Kenseth. After his issues, he's not really had a great start. 20th goes to Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman had issues with his batteries all night long. 28th place isn't really a great run. That's not going to help him toward a playoff run, to be quite honest with you. 29th goes to Daniel Suarez. Denny Hamlin rebounds to a 30th place finish. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. 30th place isn't a great run, but he was never going to rebound. Hey, 30th place, you can salvage a top 30. Not terrible. Daniel Suarez also continuing to get top 30s. Consistent top 31 guy. Good run for Daniel Suarez. 31st goes to Brendan Poole. 32nd, Greg Galding. 33rd, B.J. McLeod. 34th, Garrett Smithley. 35th, Tammy Hill. 36th goes to Quinn Houff. 37th goes to Joey Gase. 38th, J.J. Yeley. 39th, Bubba Wallace. And Clint Boyer finishes last in 40th place. Now to give you my opinion of the race. Wow. This race really wasn't that great, to be quite honest with you. Really bad. Compared to last year's race, it was dog shit. I'm be honest with you, it was just bad. Like, I mean, for most of the race, you couldn't pass. The traction compound kind of made this race a little more interesting in the second half. The first race was just half of the race, just bad. It was just terrible. I'm glad NASCAR is back, don't get me wrong, but we've been due for a dud in this season. We've had 6 really good races. This is the first race I have to say since coming back that it was just not gonna. My emotions are just drained. God, Chase, why can't you just win? Why can't Jimmy just win? Why can't Hendrick Motorsports just win? I just want a Hendrick car to win. If I can see another Hendrick car go to victory lane, I don't care which one of the Hendrick cars win. Hendrick, please go to victory lane. But now to give you my review of the race, I'm gonna give this race. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Not a good race at all. Actually, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. This is one of the worst Coke 600s I've ever watched. Not because Chase didn't win, not because Jimmy won. The race was just not that good. 4 out of 10 is my score. It was just bad. Like, in general, the racing was just bad. We've been due for a bad race, so I was kind of excited for this race too today, but, I mean, the Coke 600 2019 was kind of a fluke compared to the other Coke 600s, except 2011. This is the first Coke 600 of the 2020s. First bad race of the season. Every other race I think has been really, really, really good this year. This was just a bad race in general. We haven't had a bad race, and man, my frustration in general. And I don't know if it's because of the tires in this race. I guess because of the tires. They were using a new tire compound they didn't use last year. Also, they didn't use the middle groove of the racetrack, and like in my honest opinion, they should have done for the race. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Coke 600. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on all my social medias, links in the description below over that, and comment all your thoughts on tonight's Coke 600. What did you think of the Coke 600? Let me know in the comments below. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Take care, everybody.